Welcome to Darzzr on Crater City. I'm here on the server, CQ is here too, and I'm just checking to see if I've got any post. No, I haven't. And so we will continue, and I will show you what I've been working on. Because I got a few requests, well, I think 2 requests, while I was working on the elite ships to build a house. And that's not it, of course, that's the Capitol building, and it's not that, that's the post office. And it's not that, that's the community store, nor is it Fanaron's tower. By the way, while I'm here, look at this. Why would you build fire under glass like that to light a lake? We're not quite sure why Miguel did this, but Guitar Flat has taken to calling it a fire nipple. So that's what that is. But yeah, we're going to make our way along. You can see something new peeping through the trees. Now, I'm going to be showing you one building, but at the same time I'm going to try not to show too much of the building that's next to it, because Vexy and CQ have started work, well actually a lot of other people have started work on a train station for the server. So look at this. This is my house as it's coming along. As you can see, it's pretty big. It goes on a fair way, and you can see on the mini-map that it's slightly bigger than the rail station, but much, much smaller than the Capitol. It wasn't anywhere, it was never going to be as big as the Capitol. Now, as it stands, of course, much of it is empty. I've been working on this for a couple of days now, chunk error in the distance. I'll just run up there to fill that in. And I've already put glass in, so it's just a matter of dividing this up into rooms. I'm going to be putting in certainly some automated farms this time. I've also dug down here a little bit. I found we've broken down into the big ravine. You can see there's a lot of structures down here. This over there actually connects up with the mines that Vexy and CQ have been using in Pleasantville, and I don't know if I can... Whoa! Actually didn't take any damage there. You see up there? That's the new, that glass there, that's the new rail track that passes between Pleasantville and Crater City. And when the time is right, I will show you that, because it's quite a nice piece of work. I can't remember. Yeah, I've dug up so much of this now. I can't remember how to get back up. There we go. That way. Yeah, this was all solid before, because I've been getting basically a lot of stone, and it seemed this was the best place to get it. But the trouble is, you know, when you dig out a lot underground, you then can't find your way back because it now looks different from how you remember it. So we've got very minimal stores here. Because of course, my main stores, my main living area is still the ship. But as we go up here, you can see now that I've only done part of the roof. I'm not totally sure what I'm going to do with this top section here. I'm not going to build a further layer on top, because this isn't the old soap dispenser. This is going to be a proper building. You know, it's not going to grow organically. But at the same time, I'm not sure I just want to cover it over with a flat surface, so I might put glass on here. I don't know. If anybody, you know, has a good suggestion of something I could put up here on this sort of flat plane that encompasses this sort of area that I'm tracing out with the cursor, do let me know. But right now, glass is probably the most likely thing. Trouble is with glass, we don't have the economy, and all glass has to be obtained the old-fashioned way by mining out sand. When I was putting this wall up, I thought to myself, wouldn't it be great to have a little balcony along the side? Because I've seen some buildings where you get these sort of high-up balconies on a floor like this. And accidentally, it kind of came out when I was putting the roof together. I don't know if I'll actually keep this, though, because although it's neat to be able to walk around like this, I do want to put a floor surface in here so I've got an attic. And I'll probably put a window in over there, like I've put space for windows in here. But I haven't done it yet. It just depends on where I think good views will be, and if there are rooms which I think would be better to be sealed in. Because sometimes you don't want a window, you know. Now, so had a go at a couple of Endermen earlier, managed to get an Ender Pearl. After our killing of the Ender Dragon, Miguel is already working on the end farm. And this is really amazing because, you know, he worked on the old Crater City's end farm for a long time. And he did a great job with that. But I think, you know, in many ways I could have understood it, rather, if he was a bit sick of the whole thing and didn't want to do it again. But we sort of teased him about it a bit. And but I was absolutely amazed when he you know, pretty much like the day after we did the Ender Dragon, he was in there starting work on the end grinder. That said, there's still a lot of work to do, and we do see him fall off into the void every so often. So it uses a bit of glass there. You know, as much as I don't want to keep giving away, you know, someone else's work with showing that rail station, it's kind of unavoidable. I'm so close to it. Then again, it is a community building. I won't show what they've been doing up underground because it's quite a nice piece of work. I just don't want to steal other people's thunder. So, just talk a little bit about the location where we are. We are, of course, near Falaron's Tower. We are close to the community store. We are in Crater City proper. This is the village that was originally called Crater City. When we first came onto this server, back at the beginning of Crater City 2, there's a couple of chump-eras still over there. Kind of annoying. But hopefully this will clear out in a second. So you can see our original few farms. Guitar Flat and Ethan's first cow farm still there. And these early farms, which are based on village farms that were already here, are of course still functional, and I've been using those. That's Miguel's tall house. Remember in Kingdom of the Sky I talked about the tall house. That was the one I was talking about. And we've still got these pumpkins and everything here. I'm not entirely sure what that was supposed to be. I think it may have been a prototype fountain or something. Never got any water, I don't know. But this, where we are right now, is Crater City, and for a long time it's basically stayed as an empty area, just with villagers living here and maybe a bit of trading going on, and the occasional person very rarely coming out here to the enchanting building, which itself has been superseded by... It says 2012. I thought for a minute it said 2010. I thought that was impossible. But yes, this has been superseded by our enchanting exchange. But now people are setting up more and more buildings around here. These buildings are going to be used more. This is the old dormitory, just in case people were stuck out here and needed beds. Even this has been superseded, first of all by the fact that we now have a lot more houses, but secondly, Falaron put several beds in his house. Now this of course is my red sheep house. You've seen this before, and every so often I do come out here. In a way, it's strange to say, you know, I'm building a house that I don't live in, because of course I still mainly live in the ship, but the ship is gradually nearing completion. I think the only major thing that I really need to do with the ship now is build my own stateroom in there, and I still haven't done that. There's a few things that I am holding off on, though, until we get to 1.4. When 1.4 comes out, of course there'll be new crops and a whole variety of new systems. I mean, things like the anvils for repair and things like that, which I'll need space for. And I'm leaving space in some of those empty rooms in the ship so that I can add in the 1.4 features, and maybe even 1.5 features if the ship is still around then. The main thing that I haven't got on the ship, though, of course, is any automated farms. And I particularly miss automated wheat farms. You may remember on Crater City 1 I had the light-operated wheat farm, which I borrowed from Guitar Flat, which he in turn borrowed from someone else, I think Generic B. And I certainly intend to build another one of those here. there's not really much point building an automated sugar farm now, because I've got quite enough sugar over at the ship. And also there's no economy, because the main reason we all had loads of sugar in the old Greater City was because we used to sell it for ridiculous amounts of cash. Well, that doesn't work anymore, so there's not really much point having lots of sugar. The other well, apart from making books, which you can trade with villagers, but yeah, we have lots of sugar growing around here. I think if I look out the window, I probably can see some sugar. No, I can't. Okay, bad example. You saw this earlier. There's all the sugar, and no reason you can't harvest it yourself. While we're here, is there anything in particular that I can show you? Because I have... What's this? It's a spur going off somewhere. Oh, I know what this is. This is... Well, my apologies to Vexy if I'm stealing her thunder, but I will just show you this. This is what she's just made today. And it connects down to the... guess what? The track. That's as much of it as I'll show you. That's as much of the track as I'll show you. You can see these walls aren't finished yet, so this will all be more to do here. But that's just a convenient connection to the rail network from the portal. And I don't remember those birch trees being there before. Were they always there? I don't know if there's something I can show you here quickly. It's not something that anybody's done. We think it was a lightning strike, but as far as we know, Falaron doesn't know about this yet. Now, as you know, the rule with the Capitol building is we can film, but we can't film inside. So I'm just going to wander around the outside briefly and show you something around the back. Now, Guitar Flat and Vexy and Seeky found this earlier. Here we are. There you go. It's not much, but look at that. This is what you get for having a netherrack floor. It burns. I don't know why I put that torch down. I was actually trying to eat something there. But yeah, we've got all this unused land here still. It's quite tantalising. Wow. What I was going to say is, it's quite tantalising having all that land out there. Now, I'm sorry, Fallon, I've broken the rules slightly because I'm filming inside the Capitol building. There must be a hole there that I didn't know about. Let me see. How did I fall through there? Oh, look at that. That could have been an Enderman, actually. They do tend to take away these dirt blocks. I've got one dirt block on me. So I've been careful here to show the bare minimum of the area. So there we go. But this is a problem I know Falaron's had with Endermen just taking bits of this dirt. I think at some point he's going to have to replace it with something that they don't take. But this is a big building, and that's a lot of work. I mean, it was a lot of work getting enough dirt just to do this. So yeah, there's a little bit of a mystery at the moment about the villagers at Pleasantville. Their number seems to have decreased quite alarmingly. We know that a lot of them ended up in the senator's house. Why that was, we don't know. The senator didn't put them there, they just sort of found their way there, the way villagers do. But once they were there, they seemed to disappear mysteriously. Now, oh, a red sheep. Now, did that come from my farm, or did it come from Skittles? It's a mystery. Mind you, the sheep are escaping quite frequently from Skittles. They don't seem to escape very often from my place, but that is a mystery. Here you go. Loads of sugar. Loads of sugar. Sugar aplenty. There's been a little bit of a mystery about the villagers in Pleasantville. You guys. I don't know quite what's been happening. Well, nobody does, but I know Vexy has been a little bit concerned. Their number seems to have dropped. Now, we don't think it's due to a zombie invasion per se, but a lot of them found their way into the senator's house. He didn't put them there, they just sort of wandered over there. And then they suddenly disappeared. So the question is now, what happens to them? Okay, I found there's a wolf out there, so I've just got myself some more bones from the skelly grinder. Unashamedly, I didn't kill the skeletons to get this. I just took it from the store. But to be honest, the store is completely full of bones. So, where's this wolf then? Where's this wolf? There he is. You tried following me. I had a whole load of wolves. Hey, there we go. So, I don't know what your name's going to be. Every time I name a dog, it ends up dying, so I'm not totally sure. I'm pretty sure that if I take it back to my house, someone will bump it off. But I'm going to tell you something about this skeleton guy. There's a reason that my house is so far away from this guy. Because if I kept catching this out of the corner of my eye, it would drive me nuts. So yeah, I'm just to show you, I'm putting these away in a community store where everybody can enjoy their boniness. What are you doing swimming in that sandstone? Come on, forward. There we go. And so yeah, this is how the house stands at the moment. As I said before, any suggestions about what I can do to fill in this ceiling area, that would be good. But thanks for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe, and I will see you again next time.